What's up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys another Top 10 Tuesday. This is a weekly series in which we take a predetermined topic that we deemed worthy, and then we create a top 10 list around that topic and discuss that topic as well as the films that we picked for the top 10 list. So, little FYI, I guess. I don't do these every week, even though I say the weekly top 10. I say weekly because this series is weekly. I just don't do one every week because sometimes I literally just can't do it. Like, we did one for top 10 trauma releases, and I have two traumas, so obviously I can't do a list. And then we did one for like top 10 Cronenberg films, and I've only seen like 9 or 8 Cronenberg films, so I can't do that. So, I pick and choose whatever ones I'm able to do, I'll usually do unless something comes up. But this one I was able to do, but uh, this list is interesting because one, it probably is like out of all the Full Moon films I've seen, these probably are my favorite 10 as of right now. I'm sure like number 10, 9, and 8 could probably swapped out with other films and shit as I see them. I haven't seen like a bunch of Full Moon films, but I have seen a fair amount. I do really like Full Moon. I've always been a pretty big fan since seeing Puppet Master. I just like the cheap, low budget feel to them. They have this really unique feel, honestly. Like, I've seen other low budget films and labels, but nothing really has that Full Moon feel. And there's multiple Full Moon films. There's like early Full Moon in the early 90s, and then there's like now Full Moon film, which heavily leans on like comedy. I'm not the biggest fan of newer Full Moon films, but some are decent. With that said, let's jump into the top 10 list. This is my list. It might be a little different than most people's, but I really do feel like these are the ones that I want on the list. So, first up, we have Witch House 3. I don't really remember this one all that much, but I remembered it had like this Blair Witch ripoff vibe to it, and I actually found that very enjoyable. Probably not a very good movie, and considering I don't really remember much about it, it probably wasn't. But I needed something to go in my 10 spot, and I looked at this and I was like, oh yeah, I remember that one. I actually kind of like that. So, Witch House 3. Number 9, Castle Freak. This is actually one that I really do like. I haven't watched this one in quite a while, since I bought it actually, but it is a Stuart Gordon film. I remember this one having like a lot of plot holes and felt very cheap, but it also felt very big for being so cheap. The castle and stuff, and that's something that Full Moon was always able to do back in the 90s. They were able to like find these brilliant locations for super cheap. Castle Freak is dark, it's creepy, it's actually it's one of the better Full Moon films, even though it does have a lot of issues and stuff. I do remember really liking Castle Freak, and honestly I've been wanting to revisit it for quite a while, simply because I don't really remember it that well, and that happens with a lot of the Full Moon films I see, because they kind of are very forgettable, even though some of them are technically decent. I wouldn't really say many of them are actually good in terms of like well crafted, but they have their certain charm about them. So coming in at number 9, we have Castle Freak, which I actually do like quite a bit. Then coming in at number 8, we have Subspecies. Now I couldn't remember which of the Subspecies films are my favorite, so I just picked the first one because I've watched all of them, but I watched them all in a marathon run, so they all kind of blend together. I want to say that Subspecies 2 is actually my favorite. So either Subspecies 1 or 2 is my favorite. That's what goes here. If I could tell them apart, I would. They're fun movies. The Radu character is ridiculous. I like these little things, even though you don't really see them that much in the series. It's this gothic style vampire films that actually work pretty well. I really like the atmosphere that's created in these vampire films. Kind of a different take, more of like this Nosferatu looking type vampire. I mean, not really, but with the fingers, really. I mean, like the fingers are creepy. Uh, Subspecies, yeah, coming in at number 8. Awesome stuff. Coming in at number 7, we have Head of the Family. This film probably isn't as good as I think it is. I recently watched it again, and I was like, not much happens in this film. Like, it has this cool idea, and it's like this weirdo plot, but they don't really do much. But it still is fun. I don't know. Like, this guy is ridiculous. This was a great concept that they kind of just didn't do much with. I would love to see him revisit this concept. I know they was going to do Bride of the Head of the Family before. They should. They should bring this back because it's cool. Look at this guy. It's funny. And the family didn't really do much either, but it's somehow entertaining. I don't know. I've always liked Head of the Family. It's super fun. This is one of the films that I've probably seen the most in the Full Moon Library. Good stuff. It really is. A lot of fun. They come up with some wacky concepts, Full Moon, so some of them work, some of them don't. Coming in at number 6, I believe, we have Killjoy Goes to Hell. Killjoy Goes to Hell is the best Killjoy film in the series. Part 1 is completely awful. Part 2 is bad, but not as completely awful. Part 3 is okay. And Part 4 is actually good. It's so weird. It's a straight, incline. And I was like, watching them, and I was like, these are so bad. And then I get to Part 4, and I actually like it. It's like a good movie. So, this is probably my favorite modern Full Moon film. Up in the, recent years, 2012, so a couple years ago. Killjoy in Hell, kind of a badass clown. It's a good movie, I enjoyed it. Killjoy Goes to Hell, coming in at number 6. Coming in at number 5, we have Curse of Puppet Master. I love Curse of the Puppet Master. This is one that a lot of people dislike, but I've always found to be super enjoyable. It's actually the second Puppet Master film that I've actually seen. I seen the first one as a kid, and then I seen this one as a kid as well. And it is the movie, all the S's, the Snake movie. It pretty much is that movie. Like, this script is, like, exactly the same. And Charles Band was even criticized for that. But I think that is a good movie, so in trade, I think that this one is a good movie because it's the same damn thing. Curse of the Puppet Master, a lot of people don't like it, but it's one of my favorite Puppet Master movies. Coming in at number 4, we have Puppet Master. Puppet Master's classic, man. It's good stuff. It's fun. It's been so long since I've watched this. A good 5, 6 years, 7 years. And I really have been wanting to revisit the Puppet Master films lately. I think that they're just so fun. They just have this vibe and feel to them that I love, especially with the Richard Band score, the Andrew Toulon's theme song. I love it. And I remember when I marathoned these when I first bought the box set, and I just love popping in the disc and hearing that that tune. It was really fun, and I kind of look back like nostalgia wise when I first picked up that box set. I had a lot of fun going through these films, and Puppet Master 1 is classic. Coming in at number 3, we have Puppet Master 2. I just like this one slightly better than the first one. It's probably not a better movie, but I enjoyed it a little bit more. Torch is in there, he's pretty cool. Pinhead's my favorite puppet. Yeah, been a while since I watched this one. The Puppet Master's storyline is really wacky, and it always kind of annoyed me. The first 2 are like pretty much like the main ones that have like continuity, but then 2 kind of ends weird, and they don't ever pick back up on it. Always really bugged me. Puppet Master 2, a lot of fun. Coming in at number 2, we have Demonic Toys, which so many plot holes in this film, but it is so fun. I love Demonic Toys. It's one of my favorite full moon films. It's so good. Like, I love the dark night, the atmosphere. Like, it just reminded me of just awesome. Like being in the 90s, renting these weird videos from the video store. This is the type of film that you see back then, and it brings back memories, and I love it for that. Demonic Toys is one of Full Moon's best films for sure. Then coming in at number 1, it should be no surprise, Puppet Master 3. This is the best film I think that Full Moon has made. At least, you know, we're obviously discounting all of the Empire stuff and all of the other labels that came before Full Moon. Puppet Master 3 is actually like a good movie. Like, it's a well-made movie. I mean, not the most well-made, but for Full Moon, damn, it's really well-made. Definitely the best story for the Puppet Master films. Six Shooter makes his debut. Just so cool, so cool. Love Puppet Master 3. I love the Nazi themes to it. The period piece that it is. It's a great one. I really want to revisit at least those first 3 Puppet Masters, and we should probably do that very soon, maybe on the podcast or something. But that is my top 10 Full Moons. It's mostly Puppet Master films, but I'm being honest. Like, those are my favorite films in the Full Moon library. They just are. They're the best films in there to me. So I'll see you guys next time with another Top 10 Tuesday. Peace out.